Good morning, you guys. Happy Monday. Today is Monday, April 20th. The read aloud I chose to do today is called Sheila Ray the Brave, and it's by one of my very favorite authors, Kevin Henkes, who also wrote Chrysanthemum and a couple other books that I'm sure you've read in the past. So the reason why I chose this book is pretty much right there in the title. The main character is scared and has to be brave. So that's what I want you to think about while I read through this today is what is something that has made you scared and how have you overcome that to be brave? So I'm going to do my best to read it aloud so you guys can see the pictures too. Sheila Ray wasn't afraid of anything. She wasn't afraid of the dark. She wasn't afraid of thunder and lightning. She wasn't afraid of the big black dog at the end of the block. At dinner, Sheila Ray made believe that the cherries on her fruit cocktail were eyes of dead bears, and she ate all 5 of them. At school, Sheila Ray giggled when the principal walked by. And when her classmate Wendell stole her jump rope during recess, Sheila Ray tied him up until the bell rang. "I am very brave," Sheila Ray said, patting herself on the back. Sheila Ray stepped on every crack on the sidewalk without fear. When her sister Louise said that there was a monster in the closet, Sheila Ray attacked it. And she rode her bicycle no-handed with her eyes closed. "Yeah, yeah, Sheila Ray," her friends would yell, clapping their hands. One day, Sheila Ray decided to walk home from school a new way. Louise was afraid to. "You're too brave for me," Louise said. "You're always such a scaredy cat," Sheila Ray called. "I'm not," whispered Louise. Sheila Ray started off skipping. "I'm brave," she sang. "I'm fearless." She stepped on every crack. She walked backwards with her eyes closed. She growled at stray dogs. She bared her teeth at stray cats. She pretended that the trees were evil creatures, and she climbed up and broke their fingers off. Snap, snap, snap. Sheila Ray walked and walked. She turned corners. She crossed streets. It suddenly occurred to Sheila Ray that nothing looked familiar. Sheila Ray heard frightening noises. They sounded worse than thunder. She thought horrible thoughts. They were worse than anything she had ever imagined. "I'm brave," Sheila Ray tried to convince herself. "I'm fearless." The sounds became more frightening and the thoughts became more horrible. Sheila Ray sat down on a rock and cried. "Help," she sniffled. She thought of her mother and her father and Louise. "Mother, Father, Louise," she cried. "Here I am," said a voice. "Louise?" Sheila Ray hugged her sister. "We're lost." Sheila Ray said. "No, we're not," said Louise. "I know the way home. Follow me." Louise stepped on every crack. She walked backwards with her eyes closed. She growled at stray dogs. She bared her teeth at stray cats. She pretended that the trees were evil creatures. She jumped up and broke their fingers off. Snap, snap, snap. Sheila Ray walked quietly behind her. They walked and walked. They crossed streets and they turned corners. Soon their house could be seen between the trees. Sheila Ray grabbed Louise and dashed up the street. When they reached their own yard and the gate was closed behind them, Sheila Ray said, "Louise, you are brave. You are fearless." "We both are," said Louise, and they walked backwards into the house with their eyes closed. So, obviously, Sheila Ray, the brave, thought she was super brave until she came across something that she was scared of and something that made her fearful. And then she had to rely on her little sister for help. So what I want you guys to be thinking about today is that even though you may feel like you've got everything under control and you're feeling confident about everything, you may have to reach out for help. And please know that I'm here to help you with anything that you need. I'm just an email, a Google chat, a Zoom, or a phone call away, and I will be there for whatever you need.